Hi guys. First of all, you know me, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I never sleep, so yeah. Anyway, I'm making tea because I just want to talk about a couple of things, and then I'm going to actually film a story time, hopefully. And maybe a couple of other videos tonight because unfortunately my not sleeping is probably going to continue for a while. Anyway, this morning I also ordered a new laptop, which I looked at some last night, but I wanted to check with Dad about some computer stuff today since he's an IT person. So I wanted to make sure that I got what I actually wanted, and it turns out that I'm getting something that's hopefully even a little better than I wanted, so that's really nice. But it's funny because I'm getting a Dell Inspiron, um, which is supposed to have faster RAM than like any other laptop I've ever had. It's a 12, so that'll be nice. It's the same size as my old laptop, 15.6 I think. But it's got 256 SSD and a terabyte of, I think it's HDD. I am not like techie in the slightest, so yeah. I think I remember that correctly. It's supposed to be here on the what day? The 2nd? The 4th? I don't remember. Sometime, hopefully. Hopefully it gets here before I leave, but yeah, I have a little while before that. I wore my new hoodie today, my new Thunderbird hoodie today, and yeah, I'm not in the practice of washing things before I wear them, so yeah. I have this joke where whenever I do something and people are like, ew, you shouldn't do that, I'm like, well, it'll boost your immune system. So that's my little joke about everything. But obviously, like, it was wrapped in plastic and stuff, and yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Although it doesn't explain why my shoulder's broken out, is it still? Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go away. I actually walked to the park tonight and they were doing like a martial arts class down there. And it was kind of interesting, but they were like little kids kicking the things and doing stuff. I don't know. But it was cold when I first went out, and then after a while it's fine, but I was swinging because I probably should have thought about it before I shipped off my laptop, but I tend to get worse anxiety when I don't have a laptop, which is really stupid to be dependent on a laptop to distract you, whether it be my music, or not my music, but like music, writing my stories, or like watching YouTube, or doing whatever. It's like, it's kind of, why do you need that to distract yourself? But still, like, sometimes we just have to do what works. So that's why I went for a walk. I was gonna try to make a video about how I can't really be a typical Harry Potter YouTuber because I did aspire to be a Harry Potter YouTuber at one time. And I still like to do Harry Potter things, obviously, with like my Universal vlog and stuff, especially if I get like boxes and whatnot, but like I know that recently a couple of Harry Potter YouTubers just put out like Lit Joy Crate unboxings, and I'm just not doing that right now. And of course they've canceled Geek Gear because I think Geek Gear like changed hands. So why is everyone canceled right now? It's just the worst. Everyone just needs to stop being shady, and everyone needs to mind their own business, and it'll be fine. But of course, the world is not simple. I could not stick to making Harry Potter content all the time. I would not want to. I think it would be really cool to do some DIYs and stuff, and like, I have like half a DIY done. Ooh, maybe I should. No, I can't. I was making, I think, Yeah, they're on Amazon. They're like little travel waistbands that they look like the top of a waistband of like yoga pants or something, but they have like pouches and stuff for your passport, and you can like wear them to airports, and they're like it's nice to not have to carry a purse or a wallet or something. I was making one of those, but I was thinking about. I just had a thought that maybe I should finish it before I go to Pennsylvania, but that's not going to happen because, I mean, it could happen, but I'm making it with the Dark Lord and He Who Must Not Be Named material, so I really don't think that I'll fly back there with those people, so we're not going to do that. Yay. If California, this is just a random thought, if California is opening back up, how long is it going to be until Universal Hollywood is open again? You know, asking for a friend. here's well, I'm not sure if I have an equal comparison. And here's the two things. I've been to both Universals, Universal Hollywood and Florida. And so far, I prefer Hollywood, which is sad because I actually hate California. So, and probably part of the reason is I have more like family and friend memories associated with the California one because that's where I took my best friend and that's where I took my sister and her family, so that I get, but because I only went by myself to the Florida one, but that was also a really fun experience and I just got to chill and do whatever and just like stand around and talk to people for hours, which was awesome. So yeah, but it was kind of really hard to do stuff over there, and maybe if I had somebody to like take pictures for me, it would be a lot more fun. Maybe if Biden opens our country borders, as I could have sworn he was doing or going to do or something. I don't know. I can't keep track of his 37 executive orders. Maybe I could travel overseas or my friend could come here. But to be honest, I do not want to leave US soil for like the next 10 years. Or at least 5. Maybe 5. So, yeah, but I think next time I see her, I would, if it's not going somewhere for a wedding or something, I would want to meet her in Universal Orlando or at least at the airport and all the things. But that's just an idea, and I swear if she sees this, she'll be like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that in 2024. Maybe. Let's not even think about that yet. That's too much. In 2024, my nephew will be 4 years old. Like, what the? No, absolutely not. That is so weird. Anyway, I got interrupted. I was talking about being a Harry Potter YouTuber. Why did I interrupt myself? Going to rant about California. Basically, one has like an extra portion, but I don't think the extra portion in Orlando is worth it, and it's so much more expensive to go there. And I know it. Like I stayed in a resort and everything, and that was amazing because water slide, yes, but no, I don't. I don't think it's worth it. I would just rather. Is it Hogsmeade or is it Diagon Alley? I think it's yeah. Diagon Alley's the extra one, and another reason I couldn't be. Like, I know everyone has their own style and own manner of talking about fandoms and stuff, and people have like preferences for characters and stuff. But with Harry Potter, I cannot be a typical Harry Potter YouTuber because I do not even like the 3 main characters, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I'm like, no, bye. They're canceled like last year, so I tend to like the darker characters and get more into things like that, and I don't have the same vibe with Harry Potter that everyone else does. And I think I talked about this when I was listening to the audiobooks, and it's that I don't know, and I think that was like back in March, maybe April, when I was stuck at home. It took me like a month to listen to all the audiobooks, but that was because I only listened to them during work hours. I said that I don't know that many quotes from like Ron or like Harry or Hermione or Dumbledore or Sirius. Like, I don't quote those characters. There's one quote I really want to learn though, and that's Bellatrix's declaration statement at her trial before she went to Azkaban. I want to know that because I think it'd be so much fun to quote that to somebody in person, and I want to know that to be able to say it in case somebody ever brings it up. I love to have um, things to say in an opportunity. Just if I have occasion to speak them, I would love to memorize that because I've actually had to go look it up so many times. It would be nice to just know it from memory. What content do you make when you're like a dark Ravenclaw, you know, with like major Slytherin vibes? I feel like I have major Slytherin vibes. Although, I don't know. I know I do. But I also have Gryffindor vibes, which is not the tea. And I have like hardly any Hufflepuff. I'm only Hufflepuff toward my family and like my best friend. And sometimes I just hate everyone. So it's a me thing. But what do you do when you're a dark Ravenclaw? You know? I couldn't. I just couldn't be a dedicated Harry Potter channel. I do not have the brain power to talk about like Death Eaters all day long. And the thing is, I actually don't like the Malfoys either. The only Malfoy I like is Narcissa, and she's like not a Malfoy. She's black. Thank you very much. So that doesn't count. Actually, my favorite Harry Potter character. Well, I want to say I have a favorite male character and a favorite female character because I don't know which one of them is my favorite. Although, probably the guy. I freaking love Rodolphus Strange, which is Bellatrix Lestrange's husband, which nobody knows because they're all a bunch of sad people. And then my favorite female character is Andromeda, which is Bellatrix's sister. Sir, what do you do when you're like in a circle like that? I don't know. Anyway, because for me, when I say typical Harry Potter YouTuber, I'm talking about Brizzy and Tessa mainly because they're the Ravenclaw girls, and even though we differ on a lot of things, I more closely relate to them in just certain aspects of the Harry Potter world. I think Brizzy more than the rest because she has more of a dark sense of humor, or Tessa doesn't show it as much, but I don't know. Isn't it funny how sometimes you can just follow some people on social media that absolutely drive you insane and you just follow them because they entertain you even though they also drive you crazy? Cherry Wallace is like that for me. I love that for her. But I swear all she's done recently is make like Joy crate unboxing, so it's like, okay, honey, I'm not intrigued. And I don't think I follow Tessa or Brizzy on the YouTubes. I see Brizzy on Twitter sometimes, but I don't think I see Tessa anymore. And she already blocked me, so but no one cares. Oh, and I know there's other Harry Potter YouTubers. There's a Vegard, I think his name is. But I literally don't remember the last video I saw from him. I think he's a Hufflepuff, right? I just didn't vibe with him either. So I don't watch him, and oh my goodness, the Bakey also drives me insane. I followed her for like maybe a couple of months or something, but her intro where she like hollers and I cannot stand the sound. It bothers me. So, and I know, like, skip the intro, whatever, but honestly, I just couldn't stand listening to her, which is so sad because she's like, she's a Slytherin YouTuber, and so it's like, okay, that's cool. But then there's also, I think, I don't know if it's Lana or Lena Lestrange. I follow her, but I don't, whichever channel of hers that I follow, she doesn't really post all that much. And then the Potter Collector, I believe, is also a Slytherin, but he's not. It's interesting. He doesn't have too much of the like the dark Slytherin vibe, which is like more my vibe. But I don't know. It's really interesting how some people can think they're all like Death Eater-ish and they're not because they really don't understand anything about it. And oh my goodness, one thing that drove me insane about the Bakey is her obsession with Snape. Like, give me a break. My goodness. Nobody needs a cardboard cutout of Snape with them for 24 hours. Wasn't that a video she did? Oh my goodness. Good for her. I mean, Snape needs somebody if he can't have Lily, so. It's like, how can you be super Death Eater vibes and like Snape? It just doesn't add up. It's probably because I'm a writer and I like to dig into people's character and like think of the things that are going on behind the scenes that others might not normally think about. And so I understand things, I think, on a deeper level than most people because I don't have some weird surface level crush on anybody. I freaking love Rodolphus. I honor Rodolphus. He is my favorite. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now that I've talked your ear off about Harry Potter YouTubers and Rodolphus, I think I need to be done with this and I'm gonna go film my storytime video and then I probably need to go to bed. I'll see you in the next one.